You want to get quality looks. Work hard to get good shots. Everybody has the green light under the new coach. If you have a good shot, take it.
We'll take a look at tonight's starting lineup. They are presented by Pro Sports. Pro will outfit your organization with custom team uniforms, corporate apparel, and promotional products. Binghamton in white, Charleston in the maroon and gold. And the Golden Eagles will have two players making their Charleston debuts in their starting five, in Roberts and Farrington, a pair of Division I transfers. And for Binghamton University, it'll be a lot of returning players and one new one. That would be Olivia Ramil, number 24, a transfer from Georgetown. She was with Binghamton last season, could not play, sat out the year as a transfer. Tonight, she'll make her Binghamton debut. Game one in the Beth Shapiro Ord era at Binghamton University. And we're glad you're joining along with us on ESPN3. Tim Hyman, Doug Walsh. Now there is Olivia Ramil in her Bearcat debut against Deanna Sanders for Charleston. Off and rolling, Golden Eagles to have the game's first possession. And it starts with Brooklyn Pennell in her first shot of the season. Won't fall. A contested rebound. Lizzie Spindler up against Deanna Sanders. The jump ball favors the Bearcats.
First possession defensively, Binghamton straight man-to-man.
And there's our focus player in the pregame, Kai Moon. 11.5 points per game last season. And she'll be asked to do that and more this season for these Bearcats. Moon starts it from the top of the key. Carly Bolden and Lizzie Spindler. Moon looks to penetrate. She does, but can't hit her first shot, but draws contact. And Moon will be headed to the free throw line.
Boy, good defense by Charleston for 24 seconds, but Kai Moon, she can break anybody down off the dribble, and when they need to get a basket or they need to get a shot up, shot clock running down, she does what she does best and takes the ball to the basket.
Binghamton took on Bloomsburg, a Division II school, last week, one of their exhibition games. And Doug, we saw a lot of that from Moon, that drive, and either was a finish or a trip to the free throw line.
Well, you know, you talk about people that are scorers, okay? You know, people don't realize you can do a lot of scoring from the foul line, and when she drives the ball to the basket, she usually gets to the foul line and is a pretty good foul shooter, as you see there.
Moon, 82% from the free throw line last season, 100% this season, and the Bearcats have a 2-0 lead.
Bearcats with a soft 1-2-1-1 three-quarter court. Slow the tempo down after a made foul.
Spindler was there to greet Roberts. Now Moon on top of Anna Hayton. And off for Gracie Roberts, a Division I transfer from Detroit Mercy. She spent 2 seasons there. Got a player control foul against Charleston.
Yeah, Sanders wasn't set. And Pennell went a little too early. Sanders gets the foul.
Brooklyn Pennell provides the defense on Moon and switches off for Spindler. Olivia Ramil battling down low. Lost the handle. Charleston ball.
Yeah, Ramil couldn't find the handle on the entry, and it went off her leg.
Golden Eagles out of the Mountain East Conference. Fire from Hayton. And Carly Koznavi scars for her first rebound tonight. And Binghamton wasting little time. Moon, corner, Spindler, fires. Olivia Ramil had a last touch of Golden Eagle. Bearcats will keep it. They get a new shot clock from it.
Well, you see, Binghamton wants to push the tempo and try to get a early look in transition before the defense gets set. Good look that time by Spindler, just didn't convert.
And that will be commonplace for these Shapiro Ord-led Bearcats, quickly moving from backcourt to frontcourt.
Brooklyn Pennell with the good defense down low. She's trying to check out Olivia Ramil, who's quite a bit taller than her on that mismatch there. Now they're back solid, the same Hayton on her now.
Moon with Ramil causing traffic and the foul.
Yeah, he got caught too far under.
Roberts picks up her first foul. Moon her first bucket. And a chance at a three-point play. You can see Reveal was disrupting the path of two Golden Eagle defenders and then opened the door for Moon, who has Binghamton's first 5 points.
Yeah, and she's going to look to score more this year.
That's Rosiah Farrington, a beautiful spin, and she draws contact from Reveal.
Yeah, Coach Becky Berg likes Farrington. She thinks she can score. She's going to need her to score this year. They lost a lot of points through graduation and through people moving on. So they're going to need Farrington to score.
Burke was at Embry-Riddle out in Arizona. Got the job with Charleston in April and knew what she needed to do, knowing who was leaving. They needed experience, and enter Gracie Roberts, a veteran of 2 seasons with Detroit Mercy, and Farrington, 3 years at Western Carolina.
Yeah, 2 Division I transfers. That helps the cause.
So Farrington has her first point in a Charleston jersey. Binghamton a 4-point lead, 2 minutes in. Reveal backs in versus Caton. Bolden drives along the lane, could not get the angle. Hayton has the rebound.
Good defense by Gracie Roberts. Got a piece of that shot.
Good court vision. Kick out. Here's Hayton. A 3. Won't fall. Currently, Bolden has her first rebound.
You don't mind that if you're Charleston, though. That's a good shot in transition. Hayton walking into one, just didn't fall.
Halen, a 34% three-point shooter last year. For a Charleston team that struggled to put the points up, they ranked last in the conference to 61 points per game. It was their defense that kept them in games. Here's Reveal, and she stuffs it in for 2.
Good entry pass. Hit her on the baseline side, and Olivia knows what to do with it.
Moon has Binghamton's first assist this season. Farrington angling versus Spindler. Free throws coming up for Farrington.
You see Farrington pretty strong going to the basket, pretty confident. And she's been to the line her second time now after you drive it.
And this could be a comeback year for Farrington. She was Western Carolina's leading scorer 2 years ago, more than 10 points per game. Did not play after late November. And has decided to transfer to wrap up her collegiate career at Division II Charleston. Here comes Rebecca Carmody. She played in 32 games last season, made 29 starts, and comes off the bench tonight.
Yeah, she has a foot injury. It's tweaked a little bit. She's got to ease her back into it.
Seemed like she gave us the A-OK before tonight's game, though. Moon right to the rim. Hauled in by Roberts on the boards. Kick out. Corner. That's Pinnell. And Boland has her second rebound. And there goes Carmody. This is get ball and take off with it for the Bearcats.
Another good shot in transition by Charleston, though, as well. A wide open 3.
Some good looks for the Golden Eagles. No results. So for 4 from the floor. Carmody having poke free. Pinnell has that good reach. And here come the Golden Eagles. It's Roberts. She'll be the table setter for this team this season as their go-to point guard. Farrington versus Boone. Takes it to the baseline. Easy look, Sanders, and he hits. Good looks, result in a bucket.
Boy, all created by the drive by Farrington. Drew the help defense, and Sanders spots up nice and knocks down the jumper at the foul line.
Sanders good for about 5 points per game in 29 games last season. And she will see an increased role this season for Charleston. 2-point game. And a bank shot makes it a 4-point game. Lizzie Spindler's first bucket.
Good pull-up by Spindler. They get out of the press now. Binghamton, they're back to straight half-court defense.
Pinnell. Hayton, she'll look again from deep. And this time she hits.
Boy, good spacing by Charleston. They spread the floor. They got 4 out and 1 in, and they all spot up behind the arc nicely.
And now a turnover. A 1-point game. Golden Eagles have hit their last 2 shots after missing their first 4. Midway point first quarter in the season opener. Bunnell gets help, and here's Hayton. And she puts Charleston on top.
Where they have a two-person action on the left side, and then Hayton spots up opposite.
Spindler the answer. Spindler at 11 three-pointers on 25 attempts last season. 1 for 2 to start this season. They'll go inside to Sanders. Spindler pokes it free. A 1-point Bearcat edge, and Carmody lost it out of bounds. 4:13 to play first quarter. Good fast start with the Bearcats on top 12-11 at our first break.
There's a source of wonder inside us all, and it's why we're always looking for new ways to make things better. Because at BAE Systems, our work is inspired by the wonder inside that's always been with us, propelling us, guiding us, and leading us. A place where we're part of something bigger, where we can look inside, glimpse the future, and protect what's truly important.
That experience in Charlotte was amazing. It really was. Beyond the expectations of the world. It was dazzling. It's so much so that we all said the next morning, did that really happen? So it was a fun experience, a great pride for our students, combination of academics and athletics. And quite frankly, I think the best of the American East, the whole brand is about the combination of athletics and academics.
We are adventurers. We're always working on our craft. We're problem solvers. We are curious. We are the sum of our passions.
Our company is our culture, and our mission is to make the world go. We are Raymond.
Don't just get a job. Launch a career that's an extension of who you are. We are Raymond.
This is a place where bright minds meet, where innovative education and groundbreaking research thrive. A world-class institution with renowned faculty and endless opportunity. This is Binghamton University, the premier public university in the Northeast.
Binghamton leads by 1 at the midway point of the first quarter. So Charleston had some trouble early. They missed their first 4 shots, but they're 3 for their last 3. They've started to find their rhythm.
And Sanders hit one at the foul line, and Anna Hayton has 2 threes in that thing. So if you're Becky Burke, you're thinking, I'll tell you what, we're off to a pretty good start. You want to get off to a good start on the road, and certainly Charleston's off to a good start.
Hannah Hayton leads the Charleston Golden Eagles, 6 points. But a fumble and back-to-back possessions ending in turnovers for the Golden Eagles. Tim Hyman, Doug Walsh on ESPN3. Season opener for the Bearcats. They welcome in the Division II University of Charleston Golden Eagles. Ticketed for Kaylee Wasco, broken up, and the Bearcats commit their second turnover.
Deanna Sanders, good post defense. She poked one away from Ramil before, poked one away that time from Wasco.
Roberts, known as a table setter with Detroit Mercy. Joe Hoist, off the mark though. Offensive rebound. Good read from Hayton. Another chance for the Golden Eagles. A screen from Hayton. And Farrington missed the layup, but the putback drew coming from Sanders.
All set up by Hayton with the offensive rebound. She had 46 of them last year, so you got to keep her off the glass.
Wasco puts it up from short range. Binghamton now 4 of 8 from the floor. A 1-point Golden Eagle lead. Hayton has 2 already. Make it 3.
She's feeling it. Coach Ord wants a timeout. 30 seconds.
Anna Hayton 3 for 5 from deep. And the Golden Eagles, thanks to some production from their returning players, have a 4-point lead. Doug, we spoke to Becky Burke earlier today heading into this game. And yes, she says their Division I transfers, Roberts and Farrington, will help. But they need players like Hayton to build off what they did last season. And Hayton's off to a pretty good start.
Well, you know, it's a shooter's mentality. You know, shoot to stay hot, shoot to get hot, shoot to stay hot. And she shot to get hot, and now she's hot. She's got 3 straight.
She was a 34% three-point shooter last season. That was her sophomore year. Ranked 3rd on the team in points per game. And now her 9 in the first 7 minutes have given Charleston a 4-point edge, their largest. An 11-3 clip right now for the Golden Eagles. And Ben Van Shapiro Ward wanted a timeout to talk it over.
You know, as we said in the open with Hayton, she needs to look to get more numbers than she got last year. Well, she averages 10 points last year. She's already got 9 in 7 minutes of play, 8 minutes of play.
The returning leading scorer for Charleston, who lost their top 2 scorers. And Rebecca Carmody pulls the Bearcats to within 2.
Carmody's going to need to score this year as well. She's a senior. She's not going to let that injury slow her down.
Team control foul from Hayton. That's her first. 4th one this quarter for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, 2 things on the pick and roll. If you notice Binghamton, they switch the pick and roll, but Charleston's trying to fight through it. So when Charleston sets the screen, you must be set and you must stay set. And then the screeners are moving a little bit.
Boone with 5 points tonight. Now there's Annie Ramil tonight, her Binghamton debut. They went inside for her sister. And a foul will go against Charleston. Hayton's second. That puts Binghamton in the bonus. That one will put Olivia Ramil to the free throw line.
When they work Ramil off the high post, she's a pretty good passer. They like to get into her, and then they X off her, they run off her, they down screen off her. So the offense starts an awful lot with Olivia Ramil in the post.
Ramil down in the trenches. Spent 1 season sitting out as a transfer. That was after playing 1 year at Georgetown, and she's got 4 points in her Bearcats' first game. And she's tied it at 16 all. Some pressure in the backcourt from Ramil. And Carmody gets a hand on it. Carmody straight to the rim, and she converts.
Yeah, Binghamton picking up the pace, picking up the tempo.
6 straight from the Bearcats. Their lead back to 2. 4th lead change, and another Charleston turnover. It's Carmody. Ramil to follow. She'll go back up with it and draw the foul.
3-quarter court pressure, giving Charleston some problems. 2 steals in a row by Carmody.
That's 6 turnovers for the Golden Eagles. Becky Burke sharing her displeasure with our referee, Chris Poles.
A lot of those conversations between the coaches and the referees, I noticed, are one way a lot.
It's more of a venting session.
Yes. And you know, good officiating. He just let her go.
Now Chris Poles will take an official timeout. It gives us a chance to catch up to speed and all that's unfolded for the Bearcats since we last left you in late March. They went to the WBI, picked up a win, first postseason tournament win for the Bearcats in their school's history. Before they were eliminated in the second round by the Yale Bulldogs. Graduation took some of their key players, Doug. Amani Watkins, 20.5 points per game. Alyssa James, 10-plus points per game. nearly 10 rebounds per game, not to mention 110 blocks in her final season. And now Beth Ann Shapiro Ward will look to put it together, add some new parts, and get this team headed in that same direction.
Well, as we talked about earlier, there's, they had 800 shots last year that are gone to graduation. So some of these younger players, it's now their time. They've got to step up. Now they're going to get the opportunities. Gone are 400 three-point attempts. So you're going to see Spindler and maybe Kai Moon throw up a few more threes this year. And half their scoring is gone. So you're going to need a lot more people to contribute that hadn't contributed so far up to their in their career so far.
And the feeling you get when you talk to Coach Shapiro Ward is that the players are excited by this. I mean, there's one way to view it where some of the biggest players in this program's history are gone, but for those that are here, this is an opportunity for them to get the chance to shine.
Well, you know that old saying, I think they started in football, next man up, it's or next woman up in as far as this game goes. When your time comes, you have to take advantage of that opportunity. Successful people take advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves, and now they've waited their turn, they've bided their time, and now it's their time to shine.
Chris Poles, James Hawkins. I believe this is a review of.
I think they might be looking at the. I think they might be looking at the on the rebound. Annie Ramil, maybe an elbow caught somebody in the chest or maybe on the chin or something. I'm just speculating, though. I think that was what the conversation was about with Coach Burke and referee Kaz Beverley. So he said, let's go look at the monitor.
It came in between the free throw attempts for Annie Ramil, who's looking for her first points as a Bearcat. They continue to review. Remember, this is a double header. Binghamton will take on Cornell, the men, following this one. You can catch that game on ESPN+. Tim Hyman, Doug Walsh, glad that you made us part of your Tuesday night here from the Event Center. The Bearcats kick off their season fresh off a 20-12 year last year. But a different-looking team this season.
Well, with 20 wins last year, yes, some people are gone, but these players come in here with confidence. They've tasted the playoffs. They've tasted what it's like. You're still smarting from the loss last year in the first round, getting beat by Hartford. So you're anxious to put some numbers up again, put a good record up, and maybe even get a home game, or maybe even try to give Maine a challenge, who's picked to win the America East.
Yeah, Maine picked to finish in the top spot in America East. And for the Binghamton Bearcats, the bottom did not fall out when it came to their preseason rankings. Binghamton was picked to finish 5th in the coaches poll, which speaks volumes of some of the new players coming in for the Bearcats. And it seems as if a verdict has been reached, and we'll wait to get that verdict to see how they sort it out here. Now, there's those preseason rankings. Maine, defending champs, will look to defend that. That's unanimous. You can't vote for your own team, hence the one first place vote for Hartford. So we know how Maine's coaching staff voted.
Yes.
But for the Bearcats in the thick of it.
Well, they have 5 players returning from a team that didn't lose a game in the conference, right, last year. So, yeah, you would have to think that they're the front runner.
Offensive putback coming from Olivia Ramil. So they did not make any change to the call. And after a miss from Annie Ramil, their sister finishes it. Now the Bearcats have a 4-point lead again. And another turnover forced by the Bearcats. Midcourt pressure. Annie Ramil has her first bucket.
Boy, the press is giving Charleston fits out at around the half-court line. That's 4 turnovers now since they went to it, and they're back in it again. They'll trap as soon as it comes over, except in the middle of the floor.
Now there comes a bump on Carly Kirshnavi.
Yeah, you don't mind that bump anyway because it's only the 3rd team foul with a minute to go. They probably will not get to the bonus. So you don't mind that foul.
Good feed for Farrington, but she's met by 2 Bearcats and travels.
What a good help defense caused the turnover there. Felt the presence of 2 Binghamton Bearcats coming over, Ramil and Kirshnavi.
It's 8 turnovers for Charleston.
Yeah, that's an awful lot. 9 minutes of play. Have to clean that up.
18 turnovers per game last year.
talking to Coach Burke and Coach Ord, they both turned the ball over too many times last year, and they are trying to concentrate on that. Binghamton doing a better job so far in controlling their turnovers.
The Bearcats are in the midst of a 10-0 run. They trailed by 4 when Charleston compiled an 11-3 clip. Binghamton back on top by a half dozen. Final minute, first quarter. Brooklyn Pennell watched a teammate go down away from the ball. Contact from Olivia Ramil on Gracie Roberts.
Well, credit Coach Ord for making the adjustment. They were getting beat. Binghamton was in the half courts, in the half court offense, the sets by Charleston. So went to the three-quarter court, half court trap and pressure, takes them out of their offense.
And almost nip it in the bud. Esque mentality.
Yeah, excellent coaching move by Coach Ord.
Good finish there from Brooklyn Pennell. She has her first bucket. And that ends the mini drought for Charleston. They're within 4. 5-second difference, shot clock and game clock.
Trying to get the ball to Ramil inside, but Roberts is helping down low, so she can't get it to her.
Ambria Williams cutting off the passing lanes too. 7 to shoot. They'll go to Moon again, who finds Carmody, but lost it. And the final shot belongs to the Golden Eagles.
Now you see, though, once the shot clock runs down, you get it into Moon's hands and she can create.
Barrington surveys. Plenty of time to work with. Driving versus Moon. Moon got a piece. Kirshnavi the rebound. First quarter in the books. 4 lead changes. A 10-0 Bearcat run, and it's a 22-18 Binghamton lead after 1 in Vestal.
Brad, check it out.
There's a variety of packages, so we can take care of any additions you want to do up here.
This could be a song about home insurance.
All right, I'll try it out.
Wait, maybe it's about auto insurance.
With Nationwide, you can save up to 20% by bundling your home and auto insurance.
Bundling home and auto. 2 songs in one. What do you call that, a crossover?
No, it's more of a mashup.
Yeah, mashup. You see, that's why we're a great band.
We're not a band.
Yes, we are. We are a band. I am in a band.
Stephanie?
Luis? Hola.
Opportunity is everywhere. Like here, where you can explore the world, knowing you can always find your way home.
Hey, does anyone have a charger? We're dying.
Yeah, just down here.
I'm dying.
Oh no, I'm dying. I'm dying.
So toot toot is kind of like, I should say, toot toot.
That's when somebody's just feeling good about themselves, usually me. I never had a 4-game losing streak in 8 years.
Oh my God, talk more about yourself. Toot toot. Trying to find that wide receiver, the next, I say, Randy Moss.
That should probably be a toot toot and some push-ups.
I never get any props.
Rick.
Toot toot.
Is on Saturday night.
If you love me like you say. Darling, tell me all the ways. Tell me all the ways. Oh, all the ways.
Get gifts in a snap with free 2-day shipping at Target.
When the game's over and you're exhausted from woo-hooing, there'll be greasy platters to grapple with, crusty bowls to do battle with, and filthy forks from friends afraid of finger food. But you can do this. You'll have the power of Maytag on your team. Now get out there and host your heart out. Maytag will see you on the other side.
Maytag, what's inside matters. Your team, your card. Get yours at discover.com/NHL.
Becky Burke is in her first season as the head coach for the Charleston Golden Eagles. She just walked out of our shot, but she's enjoying this reunion, Doug. She played for 3 seasons under current Bearcat head coach Beth Ann Shapiro-Orr.
Yeah, a little bit like of a homecoming. She grew up an hour away in my backyard, actually, in Abington Township, but Devin Newman was a grad assistant on that staff as well, so it's kind of like a little Louisville reunion here tonight for the girls.
They certainly did a lot together, including a trip to the NCAA championship game 9 years ago. Gracie Roberts opens the second with her first bucket, and it's a 1-point game.
They do a nice job on the pick and roll and the pick and pop. They look for their shot on the high screens.
Charleston 4 for 8 from deep. Moon finds Poland. Moon will fire from the corner and hit.
You know, as we said, she's going to look to shoot it a little bit more this year. Didn't have to last year, but now she may have to. It feels comfortable shooting it, not because she didn't want to. She didn't have to.
Up top to Williams. That's a rare shot for the outside for the Bearcats. They only took 2 3-point attempts in that first quarter. They really went inside, Doug. 14 of their 22 points in the first came inside the paint.
Well, you know, that is the game plan. They'd like to get it inside, but Charleston plays really good post defense. You see Embria Williams doing a nice job on Ramil down and low, too, not letting the entry pass come in, except for that one.
Oh, what a feed from Boland to set up Carmody.
Carmody came off a high post screen, and Boland found her.
And then gets a block on the other end. Carly Boland, no slouch when it comes to the defense. She had 22 blocks last season and put her in the top 10. So while Alyssa James stole almost all of the headlines defensively, Carly Boland's certainly contributed.
She's played 60 games so far in 2 years, 31 and 29, so she's got some experience.
Binghamton up by 6. How about Carmody to Boland this time? Reverse it. And it's the same thing.
Return to favor. Well, you know, Boland had opener last year, played well.
Offensive foul against Charleston.
Well, that's the 3rd foul on the screen. They're going to have to clean that up. What's happening, Tim, is whoever's coming off the screen is coming off a little bit too early. You must wait for your teammate to be set and planted and then go. And they're driving it a little too soon.
Keep your eyes on that to see if Charleston can make that adjustment. 8-point Bearcat lead. They've scored 7 unanswered. Carmody guarded by Roberts. Again, Ramil tries to get loose, but Williams playing good physical presence down low. 6 to shoot. Boland for Ramil. At space. Rebound hauled in by Sanders. Golden Eagles on the move. Here comes Farrington, straight to the rim for 2.
We see why Coach Burke likes her. She can get to the basket in a hurry. Kind of a similar player to Moon. They're mirror images of one another.
Burke said this morning, once Farrington puts on the Jets, it's tough to catch up with her. And how about Pennell with the steal? Does she have the finish with the left hand? She does. Back to back from Charleston.
Charleston not going away. They survived that run by Binghamton, and now they've cut it to 4.
Does Binghamton have an answer? Spindler with Pennell forcing her to the outside. And now 7 to shoot. Another feed. Carmody underneath the piece, but too much. A foul in the paint by Williams.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time now. Carmody has beaten Deanna Sanders back door. She takes her eye off the defender, and Carmody's savvy enough to dive right to the basket, and her teammates are finding her.
Sorry, Doug. Pardon, that was on Sanders. Scratch that to Williams. It's 3 fouls for Sanders. And Rebecca Carmody will fire away with her first free throw attempt in the season, and she's 1 for 1. Sanders takes a seat with those 3 fouls. And she is replaced by the sophomore Jordan Spears. Carmody goes 2 for 2.
allows Binghamton to get into their pressure again.
It forced Charleston into 8 first-quarter turnovers. A good look from the corner. Pennell hits.
Boy, kind of unfortunate for Binghamton. They should have had the steal. And then the good find in the corner by Charleston.
That's 5 threes for Charleston. Within 3, with just under 4 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Compare that to the Bearcats, who have hit just 2 from deep. Haven't taken many. It's more the inside game for the Bearcats. Moon tried to drive and draws the foul. That's Pennell with her second.
She didn't like the call. She thought she knocked it away cleanly. Guess Beverley thought something else, and he has the final say.
Well, it's been a physical game for Charleston, but it's cost them some fouls. You know, 4 different players with 2 fouls or more already.
Yeah, and they put Binghamton in the bonus in the first quarter, and they're well on their way to the second quarter with 3 already.
Boland off the mark on her first 3 attempt of the season. Quick outlet pass, grazed Ramil. Golden Eagles will keep it.
Charleston does a nice job fast breaking off the rebounds. They pick their spots.
Roberts into Pennell. Lowers and draws the foul.
You know, it's difficult to defend a right-hander when they go to their left side. And you'll see it here. She drives in left, gets a little bit of space, and shoots it over the taller defender.
Well, they'll put the foul on Ramil. That's her second. And a chance at a 3-point play for Pennell. A 76% free throw shooter last year. Annie Ramil, the rebound. Binghamton, in just a step, gets the ball to midcourt. Dish to Spindler.
Good solid defense. I'm sorry, Tim. Good solid defense by Charleston.
There's Moon guarded by Farrington. And Binghamton executing the half court. Ramil again, having a tough time getting a grip on those passes. And this will belong to the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the defense. Ambria Williams is playing down low and on a stronger, and she played well on Wasco. She played well on Ramil. She's doing a real good job pushing them away from the basket as well.
Williams worked her way into 29 games last season. Was a starter 23 times. And she was a defensive presence. Had almost a steal per game last year. Roberts with Williams. This one rolls out of bounds. And it will be Binghamton ball.
I got to talk it over. I think it's going to stay. Yeah, I think it's going to stay. Good job by the officiating crew to get together.
Chris Poles, James Hawkins, the 2 that reviewed that play earlier in the first quarter, team up again. Charleston with 7 to shoot. Midway point, second quarter. Spears to the corner. Farrington. But she traveled. Wave it off. And take a break. 4:55 left in the second. The Bearcats cling to a 1-point lead at the event center.
I can do more to lower my A1C.
Because my body can still make its own insulin.
I take Trulicity once a week to activate my body to release its own insulin, like it's supposed to. Trulicity's not insulin. It works 24/7. It comes in an easy-to-use pen, and I may even lose a little weight.
Trulicity is an injection to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. Don't use it as the first medicine to treat diabetes, or if you have type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, you're allergic to Trulicity, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of a serious allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and decreased appetite. These can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
To help lower my A1C, I choose Trulicity to activate my within.
Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Stephanie?
Luis?
Hola.
Opportunity is everywhere. Like here, where you can explore the world, knowing you can always find your way home.
Oh, what is that?
No.
He's got a virus.
I have a virus?
Oh, no. I've never seen this.
Did you try restarting it? Mom!
Any key, enter, spacebar, escape.
Dig deeper. Get louder. To get to the top, you gotta go all the way up. Don't miss the Audi 2018 MLS Cup playoffs, Sunday on ESPN.
Hold up, let me get up in it now. I'm here to win it now. LOGIC, I'm feeling free, I'm finna bring it now. I get up when I'm down, had enough, almost round. Wish I get up, and when I'm beating to the ground, I get up. I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up, I get up.
A Sonic blockbuster season begins with the State Farm Champions Classic. Michigan State, Kansas at 7, then Duke, Kentucky, tonight on ESPN.
Kai Moon shares the Bearcats team lead with 8 points tonight, Doug, and there are high expectations for her this season.
Double figures 15 times last year, 4th in the conference in foul shooting, 7th in assists and steals, and 11-plus points per game. She can put up some numbers.
And now the question that she's hoping to answer is, how can she contribute from a leadership perspective? And Beth Ann Shapiro-Ward has already really loved what she's done heading into the season opener. A 1-point Bearcat lead. Bolin shook free, gets her own rebound, and then lost it via jump ball. Binghamton does have the arrow. Just the 8th miss tonight for the Bearcats from the floor. A feed for Wasco, battling Williams, and Wasco got the angle.
Yeah, good job by Katie Wasco being patient. Now they go zone, Binghamton, 2-3 zone.
Spindler stumbles, pressuring Farrington. A lick from the corner, Pennell. Rebound, Kirshnavi. Lobbing to freshman Haley Moore. Tonight, her Bearcats debut. She feeds Bolin, who stepped on the end line. And before that, traveled. Well, Doug, no rust for either team here, even though it's the season opener. The Bearcats have shot 60%. Charleston, 52%.
Yeah, and both teams are getting up and down the floor, too. A faster-paced game than I think Charleston wanted, but they're hanging in there nicely, only down 3.
Farrington weaving, slicing, and then denied by Boland. And then it touched her last. Like she beat 3. It was the last Bearcat that gave her fits.
She does get to the basket, doesn't she? She gets down the lane.
Now to Haley Moores, giving Kai Moon a breather right now. Serving as point guard. Wasco squares up and knocks it down.
Yeah, back to that high post entry. Good things happen when they enter the ball into the high post for Binghamton.
So 4 points for Wasco. Their average just under 2 points per game last season. Bearcats up by 5, creeping towards halftime. Roberts, Farrington, foot on the line for 2. Kirshnavi times her leap and rips down another rebound. Her 5th tonight, team leader. Moore, crossover, headed to the baseline, drawing contact from a Golden Eagle.
Yeah, talking about Krishnavi, high energy, gets a ton of rebounds. She's all over the place. The effort is nonstop. Excellent defender. She's long. Does a lot of good things. A player like that is hard to keep on the bench. She does so many things so well.
Kirshnavi seems to be one player in particular that is very excited about this new style put in by Beth Ann Shapiro-Ward. And it stands to reason that she would get much more time now this season with Alyssa James having graduated.
Yeah,
3 seconds against Binghamton. Pardon, a foul against Binghamton. That's Wasco.
Yeah, Wasco had a mismatch on her, and rather than try to post her up, she tried to shove her out of the way. I think a good call by the referee.
That's Wasco's first. It's the second one this quarter for the Bearcats. Spears gets it along the sideline and finds Pennell. Charleston hanging in there with the Bearcats within 5. They've led a few times tonight. Farrington again, who showed off such good footwork tonight. 6 to shoot for Pennell. Drop for Williams. Top play for Williams, who travels. 11 turnovers for Charleston.
Yeah, good defense by Binghamton that time. They went back to man-to-man. The idea of the zone is to keep Farrington out of the lane. They did a good job the first 3 or 4 times they played zone. They went man-to-man that time.
A feed to Bolin underneath Wasco. Wasco has a half dozen.
Boy, great job by Bolin. She knew Wasco was on the other side. Before she even gathered it, she was passing it to Wasco.
So a 1-point lead balloons to a 7-point edge. Farrington travels. Another empty Charleston possession.
You got to be careful if you're Charleston now with a minute and a half to go. Got to try to keep this in single digits. If it gets up to double digits, it's all tough to come back on the road.
Moon finds Bolin. Bolin, a rainbow shot. Moon gets the rebound. It's out to Moore. Moore left it short. And how about Bolin? Second offensive rebound chance. Moore draws the reach-in foul. And again, Binghamton moves into the bonus.
You see Haiti Moore, she can shoot the 3. She shot the first one and almost was ready to shoot the second one. Another one with a shooter's mentality. You got to forget the last miss.
That's 4 fouls on Sanders. And after some hot shooting from Anna Hayton in that first quarter, after picking up her second foul, we haven't seen her since.
Yeah. It's unfortunate she picked up the fouls, and I guess that's the rule. Some coaches, if you get 2, you automatically sit. I was never a proponent of that. You get 5. Doesn't matter if you get 3 in the first half or 3 in the second half.
You can't take them with you.
No, you cannot take it with you.
To the corner here. How about Mackenzie loose? And she knocks it down. Her first shot of the season is a triplet.
All set up by the dribble penetration into the lane, and they find their teammates on the perimeter.
Top pass, tipped away, stolen by Charleston. Loose. In transition, Farrington throws on the brakes. Farrington, toes on the line, long 2. Good rebound, pulled in and put back by Spears.
When you shoot 3s, Tim, you get longer rebounds, so the guards have to rebound, just like Jordan Spears did there for the putback.
How about this bounce back from Charleston? Wasco on the finish, though.
Well, what a find by Kai Moon. Wasn't even looking. Wasco, a little surprised it got to her, too. What a pass.
The lead back to 6. Final 30 seconds, second quarter, and Moon kicks it over to Matt Thune.
Well, you see both teams, Tim, playing a lot of people in the first half, trying to get people acclimated to the new season, to the first game. I think they'll pare it down a little bit in the second half, both teams.
Loose, guarded by Moore. Williams zips it inside. Pennell, runner in the lane, and she draws the foul. Oh no, a charge. Offensive foul against Pennell. The bucket will not count.
Rather unfortunate there for Charleston. They thought they were going to try to complete the 3-point play instead. You got to expect those on the road.
Shot clock off. Binghamton leading 41-35. Plenty of offense from both sides.
Becky Burke, Coach Burke, pleading her case over there on the charge call.
Moon's lob, no good. Rebound hauled in by Torella. Half-court heave off the mark. The Bearcats shoot 58% from the floor in the first, and they will head into the locker room up by 6. Halftime here from the Event Center on ESPN 3.